Hi YouTube, it's Jasmine Shatina, and I'm going to be showing you a diaper cake that I made here. So what you'll need is some diapers, you'll need your glue gun and your glue sticks. You'll need tape, large rubber bands, smaller rubber bands. I have straws here. I have some scissors, some little baby shoes, foam paper, the platter that the diaper cake is going to sit on, and I do have 3 different bears. I haven't quite decided which one I wanted to use. I do have a lantern and a tablecloth. I wasn't able to find a solid lantern, so I have a tablecloth to cover it. Then I have the confetti and cotton balls, and I have 2 different pails to sit the bear inside because it is a hot air balloon theme. I do have some little other knickknacks there and the assorted ribbon to use around the diaper cake. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. What you'll need is some diapers. Once you get the diapers in the smaller rubber bands, you're gonna take the diaper and you're gonna roll it starting at the top. You're gonna roll whatever the print for the front of the diaper is inward and roll it all the way down to the bottom. And once you do that, you're going to take the smaller rubber band and kind of put it in the center of the diaper. That way, once you're making the actual diaper cake, you don't have to try to hide all of those rubber bands. If you can kind of get your rubber bands in the same position on each diaper, then that'll make it a lot easier for you. So I'm just going to continue to roll the diapers here and put the rubber band in the center of the diaper. And now I've went ahead and rolled the entire box of diapers. And what I'm doing is creating a base for the bottom layer of the diaper cake. What I do is I take one diaper and I stick it in the center. And then I take 6 other diapers, well, 6 to 7 other diapers and wrap it around. And I use that as my base. And then I'll take a larger rubber band and put it around and just kind of fill that rubber band in with the other diapers. So I'm just going to keep going around and filling the diapers into the larger rubber band until I get the bottom of the cake to the diameter that I want it. And I'm just moving up to the second layer, creating my base first with the diaper in the center and then the other diapers around it. Then put on the larger rubber band and continue to fill it the same way that I did the bottom layer. Now what I'm doing here is I'm taking the outside of the diaper and turning it inward so it's smooth completely around. You don't want that edge sticking out of the diaper cake because it's going to make it kind of bucky. So as you can see, it's smooth all the way around. So I'm just going to go ahead and put on that larger rubber band and fill in those diapers for the second layer of the cake. And here the cake wasn't as wide as I wanted it to be. So what I'm doing is I'm just going around it one more time with more diapers on each layer just to get it as wide to cover the entire platter. So none of the platter is showing at the bottom. So with each layer, I'm just going to go around the outside once more to get it a little bit wider. And here I'm just putting on another rubber band for reinforcement. The first rubber band was kind of thin, so I just added another one just to make it a little bit stronger. I'm just going to go around the top layer once more. Now here I decided to use this box here. I like the shape of it. So it kind of gave me the more hot balloon theme with the shape of it. So I did take that foam paper and trace each side. And what I'm going to do is glue it on because her colors are blue, white, and silver. And I can only find the green box. So I'm taking the blue foam paper and gluing that onto that green bucket type of box. And I'm just making sure that it's glued down on all the corners here so the corners are not flapping up. And I do that to all 4 sides. Once that's completed, I take the ribbon and I kind of create a border around the top of it. I use the thickest band ribbon first, the white ribbon, and off camera I did the blue ribbon. And here I'm just finishing up with the silver ribbon. Just taking it all the way around. And once you do get it all the way around, you just take your scissors here and you just nip off the rest of it. Just make sure that it's down all the way and no edges are sticking up. So I'm using the scissors here to press that down so I don't burn my hand. Now what I'm doing is I'm getting the straws, and I'm going to use the straws as the string of the hot air balloon, just to give it the effect of it being the basket of the balloon. And I did the straws in each of the four corners here, and I'm just gluing the bottom just to make sure that it don't slide down or move around once I do add the rest of the things here. So I do have these long skewers, and I'm just going to clip off the pointy tip of the skewer here and use that kind of as reinforcement to hold the bucket at the top of the center of the cake. And I'm going to use my hot glue gun to actually glue the tips of the skewers to the bottom of the bucket. Once that's completed, you just kind of squeeze it and make sure that they're all the way in. Make sure that the glue's completely dry to get all of the little hot glue strings away, because that's really tacky if you have those strings done, what I'm taking just make sure you get all those rhinestone looking ribbon, and I'm just going around the bottom just to cover up those skewers. And I'm going to go around the entire bucket here. I'm just tacking it every now and again on each corner. Not exactly using an entire strip of glue around the entire bottom, just doing it on each corner just to make sure that it's actually sticking. And make sure that the hot glue doesn't get on the diapers. You don't want it to mess up the diapers. It did get on the diaper a little bit there, but I did get it off. So you just have to be really careful with the hot glue. Make sure that nothing drips or ruins the diapers. And that's my son pulling down the tripod. I'm just pressing it with the scissors here. And I went off camera and used the larger white ribbon and used that as the first ribbon, and then kind of accented it a little bit with the blue and the silver ribbon. And I did that around each of the layers of the cake. And what I'm doing now is just actually using the cotton balls to mimic clouds on the top of the bucket here. I do have the bear on the inside of the thing, and I'm just going around the top of the bucket here for the hot air balloon and putting some little cotton balls just to mimic the look of clouds. And that's basically it. You just keep going around on the inside of the box here and get the clouds or the cotton balls glued around the top, and then you just enter your bear, and that's it. And here I'm taking the lantern. It was Halloween here, and I couldn't find a solid lantern. So what I did was I picked up one of the lanterns here. I'm taking that confetti that I had earlier, and I'm filling in the lantern just to make it a little bit firmer. And I used that blue tablecloth to actually cover the Halloween pattern of the lantern. I'm just kind of tidying up my area here, cleaning up some things that I had, getting things out of the way. And here's the finished product. The lantern, it wasn't as neat as I wanted it to be, but other than that, the mother, she was still very excited. It was what she wanted. So I do want to thank you for watching. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.